students, in this video we are going to understand the term like solute, solvent and solution. What does solute means, what does solvent means, and what does solution means? Okay, now whenever you mix salt and water, obviously you put what in more quantity? Water. So water is referred as solvent. And what you put in less quantity, when you mix salt water mixture, you put salt less, so salt is referred as solute. So in a mixture, whatever you put more is called solvent and whatever you put less is called solute. And after you mix solute and solvent, what you get is solution, students. Okay, what you get is solution. So always remember, most of time whenever we want to dissolve salt, water, glucose or medicine, we require water. So water is used as solvent because we take in large quantity. So as a result, water is referred as universal solvent. So water has the ability to dissolve a large number of substances like sugar, salt, as I said just a while ago. Water can also dissolve large number of gases like ammonia, hydrogen chloride. Hence, water is almost very common substance which is used to dissolve substance like sugar, salt, ammonia, hydrogen chloride. Therefore, it is referred as universal solvent. So, why water is called universal solvent? If I ask you this question, then you have to say water can dissolve substance like sugar, salt, even gases like ammonia and hydrogen chloride, and it can dissolve many other substances. And here we take water in larger quantity. So as a result, water is referred as solvent and it is referred as universal solvent. So students, water which you take is called solvent. When you put salt to it, it is referred as solute, and when you mix solute and solvent, you get is solution. Okay, you can see here water you have mixed with sugar. So obviously you put sugar less, so solute, water more, solvent. Here also when you put copper sulfate in water, you put water more, solvent, and copper sulfate you put less, so it's solute. And when you mix this two, it becomes solution. When you mix this two, it becomes solution. When you mix charcoal with water also, you take water in more quantity, it's solvent. Charcoal you take less, so it's solute. Okay, and the mixture is called solution. So there are three different examples of solution I gave just now. And always remember, whenever you mix solute and solvent, what you get is solution. When you mix solute and solvent, what you get is always solution, students. Okay, some examples are here now. Sodium chloride means common salt. When you mix with water, you get a solution. Sugar, water, solution. Copper sulfate, water, solution. Charcoal, water, solution. Kerosene, water, solution. But here if you see out here, when you make this solution, students, sodium chloride, sugar and copper 2 sulfate gets dissolved in water. Therefore, those are called sodium chloride solution, sugar solution and copper sulfate solutions are formed. But charcoal and kerosene, when you put in water, it will remain insoluble in water. So therefore, charcoal will float on water, even kerosene forms a layer on water. So therefore, they are insoluble solutions. Okay. So the objective question may come, name the substance which are soluble, which dissolves in water. Answer, sodium chloride, sugar, copper 2 sulfate. Name the substance which is insoluble in water. Answer, charcoal and kerosene. But do remember, when solute and solvent is mixed, what we get is solution. Also understood till here. So whichever is more in the mixture we call solvent, whichever is less is called solute, and what we mix these two we get is solution, students. Now let us see definition of solute out here. The dissolved substance like sodium chloride, sugar and copper sulfate, just a while ago we discussed, which disappears in the solvent is referred as solute. So when you put salt in water, it will get dissolved. When you put sugar in water, it will get dissolved. When you put copper sulfate in water, it gets dissolved. Substance which dissolve or disappear in the solvent, that is in the liquid form of solution, is referred as solute. Whereas substance which dissolves solute, that water is going to dissolve salt, sugar, yes. So substance which dissolves solute is referred as water. Substance which dissolve solute are referred as solvent, and one of the example of solvent is water. So usually solvent are in liquid or medium or the medium of dissolution. Dissolution means when you mix solute and solvent, which allows the solute to dissolve in it so as to form a solution is called a solvent. But don't remember this definition, remember the above one. The substance which dissolves solute is referred as solvent, example water. The substance which gets dissolved in solvent is referred as solute, example sodium chloride, sugar, etc. And when you mix solute and solvent, what we get? Solution. So what is solution? The mixture of solute and solvent is referred as solution. The mixture of solute and solvent is referred as solution, students. And do remember, solutions are homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. Now, why we call homogeneous? After you mix salt and water, can you see the salt particle? No. So it is referred as homogeneous mixture. After you mix sugar and water, can you see the sugar particle? No, it's a homogeneous mixture. After you mix sand and water, can you see the sand particle? Yes. So that is heterogeneous mixture. But we discuss out here only about homogeneous mixture. So example of homogeneous mixture is salt water, sugar water, in which salt, sugar are solute, water is solvent. So solution we define as the homogeneous mixture of solute in a solvent. Do remember the definition of solution from here. But heterogeneous solution mixture example is sand and water, where you can see the sand particle, but that is not in the syllabus. Okay. So in this page number 87, from the page number 87, you do remember one objective question: which compound is known as universal solvent? Answer is water. Okay, answer is water. Then do remember some example of solute, solvent, solute, solvent, solute, solvent. Some solutes are dissolved in water, some does not. Remember who dissolves, who does not. Definition of solute with example, definition of solvent with example, and solution is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. Remember the definition of it. Now, if you go to the objective type question of water at page number 100, there is one objective question number 1. The medium of dissolution which allows the solute to dissolve in it. So, who dissolves solute? Solvent. So, the answer is C for this question. Others, no need to do. 2 to 5, no need to do. You will do only 1, 2 to 5, no need to do. So, from this objective question which is at the back, you will be remembering only 2 questions. Question number 1, answer is C, that is solvent. Question number 2, no need to do. Question number 3, we did only 1 in the earlier video. The ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. Others, no need to do. Question number 4 also no need to do. Question number 5 also no need to do from page number 100. That means from this page number 100, you have to remember only 2 things. Question number 4 and 5 you will not do. From 3 you will do only 5. Question number 2 no need to do. Question number 1, only first one, that is the first answer is solvent. Others, no need to do, students. Okay. So just now I said you solution is a homogeneous mixture, and one of the example of solution is true solution. It is in page number 90. So from page number 90, you are going to remember only true solution. So what is one example of solution? True solution. And I have said you it is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent. And one example of solution is true solution. It is a homogeneous mixture. And as I said you, it is a homogeneous mixture like salt water, sugar water comes under true solution. And when you mix them, you cannot see the solute particle like salt and sugar, so you get a clear and transparent liquid, but it contains salt and sugar. And since salt and sugar are dissolved, so we cannot see it by naked eye, so it is not visible to our naked eye. And when you pass through the filter paper, okay, when you pass through the filter paper, they have small holes, but both solute particle can pass. With the salt or sugar, it can pass through the filter paper, and it can diffuse through even semi-permeable membrane. So we cannot separate solute and solvent of true solution by filter paper or by semi-permeable membrane. Reason: solute, solvent both gets dissolved in water, so therefore the solute particle can easily pass through filter paper as well as through semi-permeable membrane. Cannot be seen under an ultra microscope since salt and sugar gets dissolved. So if you use the ultra microscope also, you cannot see the solute particles like salt, sugar. And do remember, solute is salt, sugar, they will never settle down at the bottom of the beaker because they already gets dissolved. But if you put sand and water, it is called heterogeneous mixture. So after stirring for some time, the sand particle will settle down at the bottom, and that is heterogeneous. But homogeneous cannot be. A solid particle does not settle down, students. Recovery of solute from solvent by physical means only. So if you want to separate salt and water, we can do so by the process called evaporation. We have done in the separation of mixture. So we can separate solute solvent mixture like salt, sugar, salt water, sugar water solution by physical means, by evaporation, you can say. So what to remember about true solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of solute and solvent, And it is clear the solute particle is not visible to our naked eye. Solute particle can pass through filter paper and semi-permeable membrane. Solute particle cannot be seen under ultramicroscope. Solute particle does not settle down. But we can separate the solute particle from solvent by physical means like evaporation. And do remember, example of true solution is salt water and sugar water. There are other types of solution also given in this page 18, 90. So we discussed true solution, right? But we don't have to discuss about colloidal solution and suspension. These two you will do in the higher class. So do remember the definition of solution, and example is salt water and sugar water. Of the two solution we discuss in higher studies. So right now you in this page number 90, you'll remember only true solution, students. Hope so you all understood. You can repeat the video to understand once again. Thank you very much.